Hi everybody. My name is Jackie. You can also call me JAX. And this is my introduction video. In my vlog or web series, I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I'm a cosmetologist and makeup artist, so I'm going to be doing a lot of hair and makeup tutorials because that is my passion. I love helping people to look beautiful, helping them to feel beautiful, and helping them to be able to do that at home, because you can't always be going to see your stylist or cosmetologist every single day. You need to be able to do it for yourself at home so you can feel good about yourself every day. And I'm a firm believer in that. I always taught my clients how to be able to achieve what I did at home, so that they would look just as good when they left the salon as they would every single day. And I'm a firm believer in that. So, but this web series is also going to be about some things that I've struggled with in my personal life that I feel are important to talk about. I've struggled through some pretty serious abuse. So I'm going to be covering some topics of abuse, physical, emotional, sexual, victim shaming, PTSD, a lot of the things that come with abuse history, and the cycle of abuse that victims fall into, and that perpetrators look for, so that they can choose victims, and that just keep people that are victimized, keep perpetuating them being victims over and over and over and over, because that's what these horrible people look for. They look for weak people. They look for people that are already beaten down, people that it's easy to victimize. And then the rest of the world participates in victim blaming, because they don't want to take any of the blame for not doing something about something they know they should have done something about. And so that leaves the victim without help. And you really don't know what it's like until you live through it. And once you live through it, it's the hardest thing you'll ever have to live through. And the saddest. I'll also be talking about eating disorders. I've suffered with an eating disorder for a good portion of my life, since I was about 21. So a good 12 years now, I have had bulimia. It's not usually centered around binge eating for me. Usually centered around emotional triggers. When I'm very emotional, it doesn't seem to matter what I eat. I just guess I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to eat. So when I'm emotional, anything I put in my mouth, I feel like I need to purge. And so either I will restrict my diet and not allow myself to eat so that I don't purge, or anything that I eat, I will end up purging. So I've struggled with being bulimic for a long time. And so it's kind of hard to balance the two, being very into beauty and cosmetology, and wanting people to feel good about themselves, and wanting to make them feel happy about the way that they look and the way that they feel about themselves, and then at the same time not feeling good about yourself, not knowing how to bring yourself up out of this hole that you've been thrown in involuntarily, and not being able to climb out, not having the tools necessary to pull yourself out. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of different mental disorders. My best friend, for instance, has PTSD and DID, which, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a dissociative identity disorder, also referred to as multiple personality disorder. And that stems from a life of abuse from a very, very young age. And so she lives with that every day, and I am, she's my roommate, and I know all of her alters, well, all of them that have introduced themselves so far. I don't want to say all, because not all of them have introduced themselves, and I don't know the ones that haven't introduced themselves. So there's a lot of stigma around that too. There are people that believe it exists and people that don't believe it exists, but once you've lived with it, you know it's real. You know it's real. But she's had to live with lots of people not believing what she's been through, and that's another part of victim blaming, and living on these ends of the spectrum where you've been hurt so badly and you think, okay, I can get help. People will help me because this is wrong and I should have help. And people should want to help me, and people should want to put the bad person away. People should want to push the bad person out of their lives because this bad person is really bad and I'm telling the truth, and this bad person really did these things to me. And then you realize that it's not convenient for some people to do that, and so they just don't. And you feel the big. And it's scary. But so I'm going to be separating my videos into these different categories, and I really hope that you enjoy all of them. If you have any suggestions for something that you would like me to do a video on, if it is something that I have experience with, I'll be happy to do a video on it. If it's something that I do not have experience with, I do not feel comfortable doing a video on it, because I will not talk about something I don't have personal first-hand experience with. I feel that is just part of being a know-it-all, and I won't do that. You know, I won't put false information out there. I won't put I won't put any of that out there, just because I don't believe in that. So I believe in talking about what you know and not talking about anything else. If you want to know something, find out about it. And once you know, you can talk about it. Don't act like you know something if you don't. Anyways, I've had some pretty serious things that have happened to me in my life. I've disowned a large portion of my family for abandoning me when I needed them, and for being toxic to me. I fight for my life every day, and that is what my semicolon tattoo is for. Just to remind me. Right now I had it touched up and it's still healing a little bit, so it probably doesn't look wonderful at this very moment, but it will soon. But yeah, this web series is about making people feel beautiful, making them feel like they're worth something, making them know that abuse isn't all there is. There is life beyond abuse. There is strength beyond it. There's hope beyond it. And it doesn't have to be the end of things. It can be, when you get out, it can be a beginning. Anyways, this is my introduction video. I hope you all will follow my videos, and I love you, dolls.